All right, here we go. So Samantha, welcome. Good to see you again. Can you please turn on your camera?
Okay.
Okay. So Samantha, welcome to performance class. Can you tell us what you're going to play today?
Today I'm gonna be playing the White Christmas.
Okay, great. Are you doing it by memory?
I think so.
Okay. Well, let's decide. Well, let me actually see what your profile says. Yes, you're going to do it by memory.
Mm,
Okay, so let me pin you. And give me a second. Pin. And take it away.
Wait, wait, what was that part?
It's an F sharp in the left hand. F sharp. Okay, applause, applause. It's almost there. The memory's almost there. Um, and I like what you did in the beginning. I liked that it was very soft and the sound was really, really different in the first line than it was for the rest of the piece. So that was cool. So the only thing is that you think you can make your memory a little bit more reliable and a little bit more confident.
Yeah, because I was practicing and I was fine, but then I was nervous because I thought I was gonna forget, and so then I kind of did forget because I thought I was gonna forget. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Everybody who memorizes something goes through that. So when we get nervous, what's really important is that we focus on the things we can control. Right? And what's the one thing that we can control?
Um, I mean, I guess it would be like dynamics.
It's actually something that comes before the performance.
Wait, like it's something that you can control.
Mhm. So yeah, I phrased it a little bit funny, but the thing you can always control is your preparation,
Oh, uh-huh.
right? The thing you always control is how you practice before the performance. And if you prepare really, really well, you're going to feel confident in the performance, even if you get a little bit nervous. Okay, so let's talk. I know we've been in performance class before. Oh, sorry, excuse me for just a second. Sorry about that. So, if we talk about how we prepare our memory, what are some of the strategies you can use?
Um, I mean, I usually play like line by line and then backwards and hint separate. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And can you show me how you've been doing that in this piece?
So like for line by line, I start from like the beginning and I do the first line, and then I do that like a few times,
Mhm.
and then I do the second line, and then I do that a few times, and then I add those together, and
Mhm.
then I do like the third line a few times, and then I add like the first, second, and third lines
Mhm.
together, and like so on.
Yeah, okay, so that's one way of doing it. And I think another way you would want to do it is to do the opposite. You start with the last line, and then you do the last two lines, right? And then the last three lines. And I would do hands separate and hands together as well. And if you can do that, you'll be really, really confident. Okay, can we try just a little bit of that together, and then we'll talk about some musical ideas also to make it a bit more compelling.
And just like play the last line.
Yeah, so we're going to do backwards practice, line by line, separate hands. So we'll start last line, left hand alone.
Did I do it with pedal?
Yes, definitely. Okay, good. And now, can you try that by memory? Okay, that was by memory?
Yeah. I
Okay,
only looked at my
very,
hands.
huh?
I only looked at my hands this time.
Okay, great. So if you can do that once, it's good. But to make it reliable, you'd want to do it three times in a row. Okay, can we try that? So left hand by memory three times in a row.
Okay.
Good, that was twice. And three times. Okay, good, you did it. Now let's switch hands. Let's try the right hand alone. Uh-huh, and now by memory. Good. Did you play the last B? I didn't hear it over the connection.
Oh wait.
Did you play that or did you skip it?
I think I did play that.
Okay. Do you have original sound on?
Um, this device doesn't have original sound.
Okay. We have that conversation every performance seminar, don't we? Okay. Um, I'm not teasing you. I'm laughing at how my memory is because I have that conversation every time and I ask it every single time. So I'm laughing at myself, not you. Okay, so then you do that 3 times. Can we try that now? We're just gonna skip ahead in the process. Can we try the second to last line, just left hand alone?
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
And second last line left it.
Uh-huh.
Myself. Okay.
Do you think you have it memorized?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Let's try. Okay. Okay. A little shaky, but it's just about there. And you want to make sure you use 5 on E flat, not 4. Can you do it one more time?
Okay.
Mhm. That's right. Okay. So see, you kind of have the whole piece memorized. Like you could play from beginning to end. But when you take it apart like this, you do just one line with just the left hand. That's a little tricky by itself. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So by taking all those things apart and doing just the left hand and getting that tricky part really good, and then just the right hand and getting that really good, when you put the whole thing back together, it's going to be much, much easier. Okay? So can you practice
Okay.
that way? Do you want to write it down somewhere? The strategy is
Um.
line by line, backwards, hands separate, hands together.
Okay.
Okay? Good. All right. So I liked a lot of what you did in the beginning because the sound had a lot of character. Um, when you get to measure 4, it still sounds a little bit heavy. So why don't you leave the music up for now? And I think one of the reasons it can sound heavy is because your left hand is too loud. So can we lighten up your left hand? Just make the left hand softer.
Okay. And like just measure 4.
Yes, you can start from measure 4.
Okay.
That's better. That's better. When you practice balance, it's okay to go really slow because you're having to play one hand a certain way and the other a different way. And that's hard. So if you go slower, you give yourself more time to figure out what that feels like. So you can play really slow. way you have enough time to make sure every note sounds just the way you want it to. All right, can you try that? Just really slow. Take your time. Good, continue. That's much better. Very slowly. Yeah, I like that a lot. So, in addition to the memory practice that we talked about, a second practice approach can be slow practice, focusing on balance. Okay? So maybe write that
Okay.
underneath our memory practice, right? Slow practice, colon, balance. And then the last thing is, if I show you the music, the other thing which will help give this a little bit of a lighter flowing feeling will be that when you have eighth notes, you want to feel like you're moving through them, and then they're moving towards the longer notes, the quarter notes, right? So here, these notes are eighth notes. We want to feel like they're moving towards the quarter note. Or here, these notes are moving towards this quarter note. So I'll show you what that looks like. It would be, hang on. So I'm starting here. Now I'm going to go. Do you see how I moved those notes to the C?
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling I'm moving. And that's a really different feeling than if I feel like those notes just stay put. I'm going to stay put now. See, those notes didn't have any movement. Now I'm going to move them. Would you like to try?
Okay.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
try. Good. Maybe we can just try the moving notes. So it's just going to be 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Just try the moving notes. Now, if you play them all the same loudness, they're not going to feel like they move. So I'll want to start gently and then get more as I get to the last note. So I start soft and grow louder towards the end. Can you try? That's it. One more time. Go all the way to the last note. A little crescendo to the last note. Well, maybe that was too much now. It's good that you did too much. It's better to exaggerate and then tone it down. So just a little less exaggerated and very smooth.
Can I do it again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, right? And then the other place would be this one here. We start gentle and we crescendo a little bit as we get to the D. So going crescendo to here.
Uh-huh.
Try that one. Good, right. And what you did with your wrist circle was really nice. Now I wonder, can we put these in context? So we'll start gentle here. Now we'll grow to the C. And then same thing here. Start gently and go to the D.
Okay.
Ah, it's very good. Yeah, very good. Now in the next line, where would you do something similar?
Um, so, you would, I guess, start out off in, okay, wait.
So here
In,
we saw eighth notes going into a longer note, a quarter note. Eighth notes going into a longer note. Where do we have that in this line?
in that one. Okay. Um, well, like, in the first measure of that line.
In the first measure? You mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. If it's just one eighth note, maybe it's not such a big deal. If we look a little further, how about this place?
Wait. Then, um, like in, I mean, measure 10, the eighth notes, and you need to like add,
Yeah, exactly.
um,
Yeah. So let's write them in together. That will be easier than trying to analyze it. So grab your pencil or whatever you use to annotate. We're going to just draw some crescendos. So this one is going to go to here. This one is going to go to here. This one is going to go to here. And then same thing with this line.
okay.
And then we should really do this gigantic diminuendo that your teacher put in so nicely. Okay, so that is what we call phrasing when we give direction to the notes. So that would be the third way to practice. After you've done your memory and your balance, the third thing you'd want to practice is the phrasing. And the phrasing is all these little things we drew in. Okay, so under balance and slow practice, right? Phrasing. Okay, because when you played it just now, I liked it so much. It had so much personality and it was very musical and nice to listen to.
Mhm.
Did you think so too?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't just have to say yeah to make me happy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, do you have any questions?
No.
No? Okay, good work, Samantha. Have fun working on those three things, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.